Summer's here, we're grilling 3 things and you are gonna love them. We're doing a surf and turf, and turf. 2 turfs, 1 surf. A chicken marinated in yogurt and curry and amazing spices, KEBABS. A couple of New Yorks marinated in this soy, rosemary deliciousness thing. And Cedar Plank salmon with some fresh herbs on top. And everything's going on our what do we call this? Our Santa Maria style grill. But we got to jump into this. We got a lot of stuff to do. Chicken first. Our marinade begins with some non-fat Greek yogurt, and we'll make everything delicious. The tanginess of this is really wonderful. So it's maybe what, a cup and a half or so. We got about 6 cloves of garlic crushed in here. Good tablespoon and a half of curry powder. About a tablespoon of cumin. These 2 go together like best friends. For heat, I'm using a little smoked paprika. Hey. I didn't mean that little. There we go. Big pinch of salt and pepper. Juice of a half a lemon. No seeds, stay in my hand, stay in my hand, stay in my hand. Excellent. But the pulp can go. And we mix. So there's a couple ways to do this. I could take my chicken pieces, and once this is mixed, just throw them in here, get them all covered, let it marinate, and then skewer them. But I find skewering chicken that's got this kind of marinade on it difficult. So watch what we're gonna do. And before I do anything with this, I'm just gonna take some, save it out so that I can brush some on when the chicken comes off the grill. Once that's set, you reach underneath you, and what you have is chicken that's already been skewered. It's a simple thing to do. Now I'm just gonna separate these a little bit because I want as much of this marinade in and around the pieces as I can get. And then we'll take our brush and off we go. Just like this. I'm telling you, it's for me, this is way easier than trying to skewer yogurt-laced chicken. And just carry on until you're all done. These now will go live in my fridge for a couple hours. If you got 4 or 5, you can do that. Should be fine with a couple. When I come back, we start to making the marinade for our New Yorks. And this one we make right into a Ziploc bag. So we start with about 1/3 of a cup of olive oil, followed by approximately the same amount of soy sauce. This is what really makes this thing amazing. And then a few simple other ingredients. Some dry mustard, a little bit of sugar, salt and pepper, 3 cloves of garlic minced up, and about a teaspoon of minced fresh rosemary. Maybe a teaspoon and a half, maybe 2 teaspoons. I really like rosemary. And this we're just gonna give a good squish around too to make sure it's all mixed together. It's simple, but it's powerful. This is one of my faves. When it is, we'll take our steaks and put them in. And I'm using 2 beautiful little Wagyu New Yorks that will be tremendous if I don't screw them up on the grill. We want as much air out as possible. We seal. And we mix. And so the drill is the same for these. A couple hours in the fridge, we throw them on the grill. When I come back, we're prepping the salmon. And I'm back because I forgot lemon juice. Juice of a lemon in here. So stupid. Oops. Seeds don't care in this case because we'll be able to pull them out easily. Now, into the fridge. This is a Cedar Plank suitable for cooking food on your grill. But you can imagine if you just throw this on, the flames, the heat, are gonna turn this into a piece of cinder in no time, and your food will end up the same way. So you have to soak this. This particular one says soak it for 15 minutes. I say soak it for an hour. it can't be too soaked. It can't be, really. Once the food goes on this, the cedar's out of the water, and I've got all my other stuff marinating, so I'm gonna prep the salmon. At the last minute, we'll take the cedar out of the water, put the food on it, and get it over to the grizzle. Good?
Good.
We begin with a beautiful salmon fillet. The skin is on because it won't matter. It'll stick to the board, it's not gonna be a problem. And here's how this goes. First thing, nice, generous sprinkling, kosher salt and pepper. This is a thick piece of salmon. We need to give it that boost. Next up, a layer of Japanese mayonnaise. I know everybody thinks I just use this just because I'm crazy about it. Well, I am, but I wouldn't use it if it didn't make sense. And in this application, it absolutely makes sense. Help keep the salmon moist, and tender, and delicious. And then we give it some fresh herbs. And the herbs we're using are diced parsley, diced green onion, finely chopped up dill. Yum. We're gonna put these all into one. Mix them well with our hand, if we can. Just go back and forth like I'm making a cocktail. Oops. Damn it. And now we put them on top. A lot. Not only will this be super flavorful, obviously very herbaceous because of this, but it's like the prettiest stuff you've ever seen in your life. What this is gonna do is gonna be fantastic. Okay, same drill. In the fridge. We wait for the other stuff to be ready. When you see me next, we'll be over at the, what's it called?
Santa Maria.
We'll be over at the Thank
you, Chance.
Thank you, Chance. We'll be at the Santa Maria Grill, getting ready to throw all this on. All of it. We're back. The grill's hot. The charcoals are perfect. Now a light oil on here. We don't want anything to stick, and we're gonna start with our steaks. We take the steaks out of the marinade, and on we go. Fantastic. How do you not like that? So here's the plan. We're gonna give them a little good searing on both sides, and then raise the grill so they cook, you know, at a moderate temperature, not this 6,000 degrees or whatever this is right now. And look, after only about a minute or so, not even. Gorgeous marks, gorgeous. Boy, the smell of the soy and the garlic and the rosemary is coming out right now. And now we can come up a bit. We'll just leave them right there for right this second. Let's oil the other side. Then our chicken skewers can go on. Hello, fellas. Doesn't get any better sounding than that. Here's my wet plank, and now my salmon. This is hard to do because, well, I'll try it like this. Beautiful. This guy goes right back here with the chicken. It'll start to do its thing. So if you think about it, right now we're maintaining. We're gonna move the steaks around, see how they're doing. Oh, appreciate that for what it is. For that is gorgeousness. Come on now, folks. Those guys are not gonna be on here too long, I can tell you that much. Chicken needs some color yet. It's not ready to turn. We like to take our time with chicken. Let it get little bits of color. Start to turn it. Look how beautiful. Move this guy down here. It's a little hotter. The steaks are doing so beautifully. Unbelievable. I mean, it really is unbelievable. I'm gonna put them over here so they have the benefit of less heat, but I'm gonna take the salmon and try not to drop it. Move it over to get more heat, to get it going. All right, so at this point, I wanna speed up the salmon a bit. So let me bring it all the way down to the deck. And we'll make sure that my steaks are way out of the way in the cool zone and let this gorgeous little guy start to do its thing. And as things are ready, we'll start taking them off like the steaks. These gorgeous little guys. Wow. That is something else. Salmon, obviously not yet. Chicken needs another 5 or 6 to go. Let's help our guy a little bit. We'll just put our lid on him. That'll help cook him a little bit faster. Chicken can be turned again. And I think we're very close to these guys coming off. Wow, and they are looking pretty. We'll just give them a little love. Some of our saved sauce right here, which, by the way, you should just keep this in the fridge and put it on everything. It's that worthy. Let's get the chicken off because it's there. Wow, and looking oh so gorgeous. My steaks are pretty. Let's check the salmon, and the salmon looks like, boom, that. Mamma mia. Look how gorgeous that is. All right, let's go. Almost 20 years ago, I was forced to start a new career. But now it's 2020, and you know people are thinking about doing the same. And if not, maybe they're thinking about, well, what else can I be doing to make myself happy in my career? And that's where Skillshare comes in. Skillshare is an online community of classes taught by people that are actually in the business doing the things that you want to know how to do. And one of my favorite parts is the classes let you learn the way you want, at the speed you want. Because if you're like me, I gotta repeat things a few times before they really sink in. There's an insane amount of classes you can choose from. So I took iPhone filmmaking, how to create cinematic video with just your iPhone. And its teachers are Caleb Babcock and Niles Gray. And not only are these two guys super entertaining, making learning legitimately fun for a change, but I learned what apps and gear I would need that would help me the most, how to use them, and they even cover editing basics. Look, if you're not sure about what's next, and not very many people are, creative challenges and productivity classes can be a great way to help you structure your time and set up legitimate, achievable goals. And right now, Skillshare is giving away 2 free months of premium membership to the first 1,000 people who click the link in the description box to help you explore your creativity. And after that, it's only around 10 bucks a month. Click, join, and start learning. You won't be disappointed. You might even surprise yourself. Alrighty, and here we are. Here's our steaks, looking good. Our skewers, oh my gosh, look at these kids. And last but not least, beautiful piece of salmon, waiting for guests, waiting. How's that for a lineup? So now we just need to get into what we have in front of us. Starting with a bite of the steak that is still smelling amazing here in front of me. A couple of little cuts, and that is so gorgeous, I can't believe it. Oh my God. And a bite. I mean, honestly, my mouth is watering. Look, the soy, the rosemary, the garlic. One of the best bites of steak I've had in a very long time. And now the chicken that I've been dying. The yogurt, the curry powder, and the cumin. I feel like I'm in Jordan, the country of Jordan, eating. Oh. And now our salmon, our lovely, super fragrant, beautifully cooked salmon. Look, that to me, that is salmon. Ladies and gentlemen, it does not have to be overcooked like crazy, like canned salmon. It's medium rare inside, and this will be a tremendous bite. Oh my God. The smoke that this little board adds is honestly kind of ridiculous. You want to make all 3 of these. Look, if you have people over and they can't find something to eat in this lineup, you're inviting the wrong people. Seriously. So for more deliciousness like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, tell your friends. That's always a good thing. And come back and watch all of this. See ya.